Okie dokie, everybody. It's 2022. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about my 2022 perspective and changes and how I'm going to do my rants starting from now. Basically, everybody knows what a bucket list is. A bucket list is a list of stuff you guys want to do or achieve at least once, maybe before your time on Earth is up. And so what I'm trying to do now is called bucket list projects. I'm very excited because I'm going to start working on several bucket list projects that I've always wanted to do with my life. And that made me do certain things for 2022. First, I went online. I went on my Netflix account. I went to my list and I purged it. I removed so many things, the stuff I thought I planned to watch. Basically, the only things left there are my very favorite series and maybe movies I plan to watch. But I don't want to watch series anymore. It's not going to be something I plan to do. So if there are series out there, and there's a lot, especially from Marvel, the What If, Loki, and then you've got WandaVision, all those that I have not watched, I'm not going to watch them anymore. So I'm just going to watch the series that are on my all-time favorites and movies. Aside from that, I deleted my mobile games. So I used to have a lot of games. Now I just left, I think, 1 or 2 left, and these are games that don't take up much of your time. It's basically waste of time or when you're bored kind of games. But these aren't even games you can play for a very long time because of the nature of the game, right? So I did that. So I purged my Netflix My List. I deleted a lot of my mobile games. I'm limiting my series. I just want to watch the Mandarin ones because I want to learn Chinese, right? And the reason for that is because there's so many things I want to do. First, our church is headed towards a very refreshing, very exciting direction, and it's a very intimate direction as well. We're still not really uploading anything. We're not uploading sermons yet because of the season we're in, which is so really encouraging, and it's such a blessing to have. And in addition to that, I've got 2 bucket list projects that I'm working on in my life. And if you're a Christian, now if you're not a Christian, there's always if none of those bucket lists are important to you, then there's always a good book to read. At least there's always a good book to read for you to grow, self-help, self-development, things like that. Now, if you're a Christian, let me add, there are always people in life that you would probably want to share the gospel to, talk with, maybe invite for coffee and hang out and talk about your faith. So that's one thing to really, really invest your life in. There's always going to be something to pray about. So if there's nothing to do in your life for a certain moment, you can always pray. You can sit and pray. Also, there's always going to be scripture to study. We will never ever truly exhaust scripture because scripture will be the one that will exhaust us and then refresh us as well, so we can study scripture more. So there's so many things we can do with life, and I realize for 2022 onwards, I just don't want to use my life thoughtlessly. I want to be more thoughtful with how I use and spend my time. So yeah, if I'm not watching a very, very favorite movie, which I plan on making a review on, then I'll probably be studying something, reading something, meeting someone, praying for something, or just working on my bucket list projects. That being said, all of these things being said, I'm gonna change how I'm gonna do my rants starting from now on. So this is the last rant that you're gonna see shared in the Facebook groups. So there are a few things I'm gonna do. First and foremost, I'm probably gonna make fewer rants. It used to be 1 rant a day, then it became 3 rants a week. Whoa, sorry about that. So it's gonna be 3 rants a week, or it became 3 rants a week. Now my goal is just to maybe have 1 rant for the whole week. So yeah, it's not gonna be as many as before. It's gonna be less rants, but it's also gonna be longer. Many times I had topics where I had to split it into 3 rants because I wanted to fit it into 10 minutes. But now, I'm not going to limit myself to a time limit. If it takes 20 minutes to rant about something, then I'll be ranting for 20 minutes. If it takes 30 minutes, then 30 minutes. It depends. But I'm not gonna constrain myself anymore to the time limit, so that if I have to upload something and that's gonna be the rant for the week, then that's gonna be the weekly rant. So it's gonna be fewer rants, it's also going to be longer rants, and then it's also going to be very random. So before I was kind of pointed with my rants. I always looked for maybe a TV series or something of interest, or maybe a commentary on a movie, things like that. But starting now, it's going to be even more random, because now it's going to add, or I'm going to add possibly 2 more kinds of rants. One is kind of like a devotional, where I take a look at a part of scripture and I talk about maybe 1 or 2 verses, explain the context and explain a very simple application to the verse. Or it could include, or the topics could include something that might be way out of the blue. I can't think of any right now, but we'll see. All right, so yeah. And then the last thing is this, and this is something you might want to really think about. I never really cared about subscribers, but starting now, or the rant after this, I am not going to post the links to my rants on the Facebook groups I normally post. I normally post to 3 to 4, maybe 5 Facebook groups, just the links. I'm not gonna do that anymore. It's just tiring, and you gotta keep fiddling with the social media apps and the phone and Facebook. It's just tiring. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to upload, and maybe I'll post it on my own wall, but that's it. So if these rants have blessed you or encouraged you, then I would recommend that you subscribe. Click the subscribe button just so that you'll be notified if there's a new upload. It's probably going to be once a week. If you're not interested, you don't have to click subscribe. I really don't care about the number of subscribers. It's just something that I enjoy doing, these rants, and I feel good knowing that I'm able to help random people and random strangers with whatever topics that might be of use to them. So those are the changes, and I hope to see you guys in the next rant. And I still do accept rant requests. You can send me a private message on Facebook or make a comment on the YouTube down below. All right, so God bless you guys, and I hope 2022 would be a wonderful year for you. I truly hope and pray that you prayerfully consider maybe achieving or pursuing, or maybe begin to pursue a bucket list project that you have for your own life. God bless you guys. See you in the next one.